Hey everybody, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. Today I'm going to do a review of my camper and I'm going to show you how I got it set up. So stand by and I'll give you a tour. Hey guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. If you like the outdoors, you're on the right channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review of my camper. So when I go camping, I like to go glamping. And glamping to me is glorified camping, which means being comfortable. Having air conditioning, having a comfortable bed, having a place to cook food, having somewhere to store my cold beverages. And hey, I love glamping, and I don't think I'd get outdoors much if I didn't have a camper, because I don't think the wife would go with me. So if any of you all share that same thing, hey, I feel your pain. But anyway, today I'm going to be reviewing the Keystone Passport 239 ml. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead up here to the front. We'll walk around the outside and then we'll go inside. Now one good thing is hey, I'm not a dealer, so I'm not trying to sell you one. I'm just going to show you mine and tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And if you're in the market, you know, and you're looking at something like this, and hey, hopefully it'll help you make a good decision. All right, we'll start up here in the front. So first things first. All right, there's your power jack. Hey man, it's awesome having one of those. Sometimes they charge you a little bit extra, but man, it makes it good, man, when you're coming to set up and you're already hot, you're already agitated, you want to get camping, you want things to be simple. So this thing here, man, raise it, lower it with the push of a button. It's got a light on the front of it to help you out when it's low light conditions. All right, you got your LP tanks up here. You got two of them, okay? These are the short ones. I think they're, what are they, 9 pounds or something like that. But anyway, you got two of them. Now I've got one of them set up in the back, so I'll show you that in a minute. All right, there's your battery. The battery runs, you know, some lights. It runs the power jack. It's also got power stabilizers that I'll show you here in a minute. And you know, if you get in a pinch and you don't have, you lose power or something, you know, you can still light up your camper and run some of the things. So, all right, so let's check out the rest of it. So one thing I do like about this camper is it's got plenty of storage, okay? And it's got plenty of keys. So as soon as I figure out what does what. All right, so storage. I really like the storage. What we got here is just a pass-through. All right, it goes all the way through to the other side, and as you can see in here, once I got set up, I put my hitch and my stabilizer bars and my sway bar. I put all that in there. Okay, got my canopies. Okay, I got them set up, but I keep everything I store them in there. Got some boxes back there. Okay, inside those boxes I got my, I call them my setup boxes. So I'll show you what they look like here in a minute. All right, power stabilizers. I mean, another thing that when you're hot and you're setting up, man, it saves you some pain in the hind end, man. You just hit that button, okay, and these stabilizers go down. There's some on the back, there's some on the front. I went ahead and stuck a label on them, okay? That was something I did. Keystone, you might want to label them, you know. Helps you out if you got somebody helping you set up and they don't know what's what, or if you forget. All right, you can see the frame is aluminum. Okay, the outside is fiberglass. All right, this little light right here, you can actually set this light, okay, to be motion sensor. So, you know, when you open this up and it detects motion, it'll turn on automatically. So that's kind of cool. All right, so now some specs on this thing. It's 8 foot wide. It's about, I think it's about 10.33 feet, okay, is the height. The length, it's 25.42 feet long. Dry weight, 4,430 pounds. Payload capacity is 2,000 pounds. The GVWR is 6,430 pounds, and hitch weight 475. And in the description, I'll put a link that gives you all the specs so you can check them out. It'll give you the holding tanks and you know, all those other things. So anyway, checking out the outside here, you see you got an awning, and if I remember right, it's 15 foot, okay, and it's an auto awning. So that's another one of the pros, okay. You don't have to sit there, you know, and crank your awning in and out and go through that whole setup process, because I learned a long time ago, I had a awning get ripped off in the wind. Every night, regardless, man, I put my awning up. If I leave my campsite for any time period at all, I roll up my awning, and having the automatic awning really helps. All right, you can see the windows are tinted. That is a pro, okay. When you're inside, you know, when maybe you're stripping off naked or whatever you're doing, people can't look in and see you. All right, got some outdoor speakers so you can play your jams. Cool little mag wheels, man, make it look kind of sharp. All right, this right here, man, this is a game changer. The old outdoor kitchen area. So I've got me a little refrigerator, okay. I got me some drinks in there, got me some fishing bait. What makes that so awesome is I don't have to bring a cooler with me. I don't have to buy ice. I don't have to go through all that. I just put all my drinks on the outside one, and I keep all my food on the inside refrigerator. All right, so got a little cook station. All right, got basically, you got 2 burners on this. All right, I've seen some people have switched this out with one of those black stones, but I kind of like having this. I like having the 2 burners, so if I want to cook some beans, or I want to heat up some water, make some coffee, you know, whatever the case is, I kind of like having the burners, you know, because I feel like I can do a little bit more. All right, one thing I always keep with me is some tools. All right, if you come out with no tools, you're gonna put yourself in a pickle. You're gonna be hoping there's a campground host that's got some. So I just carry some basic tools, some wrenches, screwdrivers, you know, some things that I might need, okay, if I have to do some kind of little repair or something. All right, other things that I keep in there, a little hatchet, hammer, you know, just some little doodads that you might use. All right, here's your camp shower. So if you come in, you got dirty boots or you're dirty, you can wash off right there. All right, so I told you I was going to do setup a little bit too. So my setup, especially when you got a nice campsite like this, okay, I'm at Holly Bay Campground, and if you look up in the card, I'll give you a full review of Holly Bay Campground. But, you know, a good campground like this where you've got all kinds of room, I like to set up my cook station back behind me, okay. And if I can't set it up behind me, I'll just set it up somewhere in close proximity. But it's nice having a cook station, especially if you're going to stay somewhere for an extended period of time, okay. If I'm just going to stay for a weekend, I can probably get by with my cook stove over there. But if I'm going to stay a week, I always bring my cook stove with me. I bring me a table, okay, so I can set up all my cooking gear, my spices, and all that stuff on there. So my cook station, I've just got a camp chef, okay, that I bought. It's a 2 burner. I hook up one of my LP tanks to it. It's got the grill box, okay, and it's also got the griddle. So, you know, I can cook anything on that, and I do. If you've seen my belly, you can tell I eat good. All right, so back here on the back, all right, got my water heater access back here, and I've also got a rear access door, which I really like, because when I got my cook station set up here in the back, I can just open up my door and I got access to some of the other cooking things I use. So one thing I do, I keep all my spices in a box like this, okay. So, you know, something I might suggest to you all is a spice box. Whether you're tent camping or whatever, this is a good way to keep all your spices in one place, and you can just pull it in and out and use it when you need to. All right, right here, man, this has been the game changer. This is something we brought out on this camping trip, and this is my air fryer. And what makes it so awesome is I used to cook my biscuits inside, but like this weekend, it's 100 degrees outside, and who wants to turn the oven on inside the camper and get it warmed up when you can walk outside and die of heat? Who wants to die in heat inside and outside? So with that right there, with this air fryer, this morning I pulled it out and I cooked biscuits in it, and they turned out awesome. So this is what's so awesome about this, okay? I can put some of my things that I need to cook right here to where I don't have to go in and out of the camper. I can just open this door and get them. Now, one thing I don't like, I've got a latch on the outside, but there's no latch on the inside. I mean, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. So Keystone, you need to fix that. I mean, how am I supposed to escape out the back when I can't even open the door? I mean, I know what I'll do. I'll kick it open, but you need to put a latch on that. I mean, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. That's the one thing I didn't like about this camper, was that right there. I mean, I could not understand it. Now, I'm going to try to get online and see if I can order one, but you know, just that's a bad design. All right, now I don't have a bumper. I wish I did. If I had a bumper, you know, I could hang some bike racks on it and stuff. Another thing that I wish this had on the back was a ladder, okay, so I could access the roof. Okay, the roof on this one, you can stand on it, which is good, because some of them you can't. So you can get up there, you know, you can wash it, keep it clean, and do all your roof maintenance, which makes it really good. All right, so as we come around here to the side, all right, when it comes time to dump, all right, here's where you store your hose, okay? And there's your gray and your black tank, okay, where you dump. So everything's right there, easy accessible. So as I come around here to the front, all right, you see where your electric pulls in. This right here is your flush out for your tank, black tank. All right, coming on around, there's where your city freshwater connection. Here's the other side of the pass-through, okay? And I was going to tell you kind of how I set things up, you know, to make things easier for me. So I've developed a little plan. I keep some totes. All right, in my first tote, what I keep in there is stuff I need when I get to the campsite and I'm ready to set up. Okay, so I got my leveling blocks, you know, my little drive up leveling ramps is what I'll call them. These things are awesome, man. If you don't have any of these things are cool. You just put them on your wheel, you pull up, and as you go up on them, they start to turn, then they raise you up on the ground. That way you can get your camper leveled. Good investment, man. I love these things. But anyway, so this is my setup. I got a bug that's wanting to eat on me. I don't know what he's doing. All right, so this is my setup box. So I got my levelers, I got my water hoses, I put my electric cord, okay, for hookup. I got everything in there. So when I get there, I pull this box out. I keep it on the outside. I pull it out, and then I can start setting up. Everything's right together. Won't have to go look. All right, so in the other box, all right, in this box here is just things that I can use after the fact, okay? I got some, these here, so if I have problems on the road, I got some of those chalks that I can put on it to help stabilize it a little bit more. This right here is actually my elbow, okay, when I go to the dump station. Bought some of these little panels to put on my son's, right here are some of those panels that I can put on the side of my awning, okay, if it's raining or got some sun that I want to try to keep out. So that's pretty much it for the outside, so let's go inside. All right, guys, so I took you around the outside. Let's go inside and see what it looks like. All right, I'm gonna turn on some lights. because as you can see, it's pretty dark in here, okay? Which I told you a minute ago, I really like the fact that it's got tinted windows. But, man, the lighting in here is bad sometimes. So we'll flip this light on. Here's your little control panel here, all right? So basically, on the left, that's all my inside lights, okay? This middle one is for my outside lights. And then this one here is accent lighting. So I turn it on, and there's actually some lighting down here, okay, in this little shoe storage area. So, you know, just pretty lights is really all that is. All right, so right here is the controls for the awning. All right, so the awning, I can hit retract. As you can see, it starts coming in. Man, that's easy. All right, or I can roll it back out. See the camping buddies out there. All right, so that's that. I'm gonna start up here in the front and I'll come around. So one thing I really like is storage, okay? Got storage here on the right side, got a little closet with a hanger, okay? Got a shelf up top, and this goes way back in there pretty deep, so you can store all kinds of things back through there. All right, the other thing you can see on the other side, plus you got some mirrors, which makes it good when you're getting dressed, man. You can look at yourself. Outdoor Navigator, man. Yeah. All right, you got these little, I guess you almost call them like end tables. All right, and they go way back in there, so you can actually, you can fold up clothes. That's what I've done before. I've folded up clothes and pushed them all the way back behind there, so you don't even have to see them. Just kind of push them back there out of the way, and then you still have this table up here in the front to put stuff on. All right, got some USB connectors so you can charge your phone. You can also charge your phone. Got a plug in. Got the same thing on the other side, okay? Now, as you can see here, got a Murphy bed. What makes this awesome is this camper doesn't have any slide outs, okay? So that's what the advantage is to having slide outs, because they slide out and give you more room. So we want it to go a little bit lighter, but we still wanted some room, you know, some room to sit down and move around. And this is what this gives you, okay? I got a couch, and I got all kinds of leg room. All right, Murphy bed. And then storage. Hey, underneath there, got all kinds of storage. I put shoes underneath there, blankets, some lights. Got a lot of times I put fishing tackle. I got my computer underneath there. All kinds of room, man, to store stuff. So let me fold down this Murphy bed and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how this bed folds down. All right, you got a latch up here that you're going to unhook. Then this sofa jackknifes. All right, so you just fold it down. Come over here to this other latch. And then just lower it down. You got a queen size bed, and it's a long one too, man. My feet don't stick off the end. So I mean, man, and then all you do, you want some room, you fold it back up, and it's this easy. Check it out. Bang. I mean, man, that was easy. All right, coming over here. A lot of times you run into the fact that you don't have enough space, okay, counter space. This gives you a little bit more space, and what we like to do is I'll set my, when I dry my dishes, okay, I'll set it up over here. I'll take a towel, roll it up, set it there, then my dishes just drain off in there. Okay, so sink, okay, it's a single basin. I'm not going to open that lid up because you'll just see a bunch of dirty dishes. But you see right here, this gives you more counter space. Okay, this big thing here, you can also use it as a cutting board. Up above the sink, all kinds of storage. That's where we put our dishes for the most part, go up there. Then underneath the sink, man, all kinds of room down there. We usually put cutlery and paper towels and bags and all those kind of things that we'll use later. All right, got a microwave oven, range top. Let me get some of that dust off there. Got a light, got a fan. Okay, we like to bring our Keurig with us. And as you can see, we got all kinds of counter space, so we can set it back there. We're not going to use the oven, so we got this little cover that goes up over the oven. It just gives us more area to put things, okay, like our Keurig and an oven. All right, when we started looking at smaller campers, a lot of them don't have an oven, and we wanted an oven because we use it sometimes. So, you know, we got the stove top with the 3 burners, and we got the oven. Underneath here is where we store our pots and pans. Ample storage. All right, going over here, got our refrigerator, okay, got our freezer. This thing here will run on electric or gas. All right, all kinds of room in our refrigerator. Like I said, we keep all of our food in the refrigerator, and then we put our drinks outside. Now over here, all right, got a pantry, okay, where you can keep food, or maybe you don't want to keep food in it. You can also just use it as a linen closet, and it's even got a hanger up there, so you could just make it a closet for another person. So, you know, each person can have their own closet. 1, 2, 3, and if you got 4, you can probably squeeze it in somewhere too. All right, bathroom, you know, we've installed some hooks so we can hang our belts and our hats off of it, and you know, inside here we can hang towels. All right, and I mean, it's a pretty good sized bathroom. A lot of bathrooms in the smaller campers, they don't have a sink. We wanted a sink. It's got a sink. All right, it's got some storage underneath. All right, we got a cabinet here. We like to keep one with first aid and our sunblock and our bug spray. All right, we bought some of these to hang up our broom, our Swift mop. Okay, you can just get little hooks, okay, and hang them up all over the place. Now we're at a campsite that has a shower, so we're not going to use our shower at all, so we usually use it just to store things in. All right, you come back here to the back. All right, it's got a bunkhouse. You got 2 bunks. All right, and they'll maximum load 300 pounds, so you can put a pretty big person in there. That back door access is back there with no latch, which is dumb. But then underneath, I mean, look at all that storage you got. And right now it's kind of hard to do. Let me see if I can show you. This right here, it folds up, so you can actually fold it up and you could store all kinds of things in there. I mean, just the storage room is like unbelievable. All right, so moving on down, got a TV. All right, nothing special, but hey, you know, when you're camping, who wants to sit inside and watch TV? Got some area back here to store things. We just put a remote and, you know, some of our cords and stuff like that. All right, got storage up above the table. All right, we usually put appliances in here. All right, so I got my toaster. I got something to make me some good old sweet tea. Yeah. All right, got a little area here. This is where we store a little air fan. Mainly we just use that fan to generate some white noise because I can't sleep in the quiet. Okay, got our little games, got a radio, got another USB plug-in. This radio is Bluetooth, okay, so you can hook your phone up, play all your jams. And let's see, what else? All right, this table folds into a bed, and I'll show you that in just a second. And another cool thing is underneath each one of these is, guess what? More storage. I mean, we don't even have anything in there, really. Got some paper to start a fire. I mean, we got so much room, we don't even have anything in our storage. So here in a second, I'm gonna show you what it looks like to fold this thing down and make a bed. And that'd be pretty much it. Ooh, and there's that. Ah, man, that nice, cool air. Whoever the guy is that invented that, man, props, buddy. You've kept us cool this week. It's been 105 heat index. It's been horrible. But whenever we need a reprieve, we just come in our camper, man. We got that cold air. So let me get set up and I'll show you how to fold this bed down. All right, guys, so I've showed you. We got one queen size bed up front. All right. We got two bunks back here in the back. And guess what? We got another bed right here, and I'll show you how easy it is. All right, first thing you're gonna do is pull this up. All right, pull these out. Just store them right here. All right, you're gonna take your table. Take your table, lay it around there just like that. Take these down. Bam! Outdoor Navigator. Got you another bed. Now, if you're very tall, so I'm 5'9". Hey, I can lay on this thing. I got room. So, you know, any taller than that, you'd probably be in trouble. But it's not the most comfortable bed in the world, but it'll work when you're outside. I'll tell you one thing, it's better than sleeping on the ground. So, guys, we pretty much made ourselves all the way around this. Did a review. So, guys, what I'm going to do here in a second, I'm going to go down my pros. I'm going to run down the cons. And the thing to remember is, hey, I'm just a guy outside camping. I'm not a salesman. I'm not trying to sell you this camper. I just want to tell you about it. So if you're looking for one, this might interest you. I really like this camper. And I'm going to tell you why. And then I'm going to tell you the things that I think they should have done better. So stand by. All right, guys. So let's wrap this up. The Keystone Passport 239 ml. All right. That's the camper I'm rolling with. Now, number one, not trying to sell you one. I don't work for Keystone. All right, that's the main thing to remember. All right, next, this is an awesome camper. Okay, if I was going to give it a thumbs up, down, or in the middle, it would definitely be a thumbs up. Okay, the camper I had previous to this was a lot heavier. It was a lot longer. And what I was looking for was something that was shorter, lighter, and that I could travel a little bit further. And I didn't really want to give up a lot of the things that my other camper had. So I looked around, and that's what I encourage you to do. Identify what you want in a camper and then start looking at them, okay? And you're going to have to look at a lot of them, and you're going to have to become a subject matter expert on campers. I mean, that's just the thing, okay? There's a million different floor plans, and you want to find the one that suits you, okay? So this one here, it's a lot shorter, okay? It's just over 25 foot. It's lighter, 4,400 pounds, okay? So that was the first things I was looking for. Next thing is I wanted to keep my stove, okay, my oven, and I kept my oven. I wanted an outdoor kitchen. I got the outdoor kitchen. I wanted a bathroom with a sink. I got that. Because like I told you, a lot of these things that I'm telling you about right now, a lot of the smaller campers don't have those, so I had to really look around. And I wanted something that I could sleep multiple people in, okay? So if Hunter Boy 40 wanted to bring some of his gaming buddies with him camping, you know, there's room for them to sleep, okay, inside the camper. Got plenty of room. So, all right, pros. So, number one on the pros, I'm gonna go ahead and get my notes out. So, pros, tinted windows, all right? It keeps it cooler in there, and it keeps people in the other campgrounds from looking around when I'm in there, you know, getting dressed or doing my thing or whatever. All right, you know what I'm saying. All right, so all electric setup. So when you pull into your campsite, the first battle you have is battling with your wife when she's trying to give you directions when you're backing in. Okay, so there's your first battle. The next battle is, and she's gonna get mad at me for that, I mean, hey, it happens, it's just a battle. So the next thing is setting up. All right, a lot of times when you set up, it's hot, then you get hot, and it's just a pain in the butt. So anything that you can have on your camper to make it easier, hey, that much better. So electric setup, I've got an electric jack, I've got electric stabilizers, and I've got an electric awning, okay? And all those things make it so much easier when you're setting up, and keeps that, I got a bug flying around me. All right, all that makes it easier to set up, and that just makes it a better camping trip. You get started out on the right foot. All right, adequate storage. My other camper had all kinds of storage, and I was worried about giving that up. But this one here, okay, you got the pass-through storage. You got the bunk in the back, it folds up. You got all that room underneath of it. You got room above the stove, above the kitchen, back by the bed. You got that pantry. You got all kinds of room to store stuff, so you don't lose a whole lot. All right, back door access. I like that, man. The way that I set mine up, I showed you, when I'm cooking back there, I can get in there and store my air fryer. I can store my spices. I can store all the things that I need easy access to, and I don't want to run in and out of the camper, be like, hey honey, can you bring me this? Hey boy, bring me that. I can just reach there and get it myself, so I don't have to put everybody else to work. So everybody else likes it too. The outdoor cooking, okay, and the fridge. That makes it nice because I don't have to bring ice. I don't have to have a cooler. I just put all my drinks outside. And the fact that I got a stove, I really like that inside, even though I don't like using it in the summertime. Like I told you, get your air fryer and you can cook biscuits in it. You don't need to cook them inside. It's not like I'm going to heat it up out here any more than it already is. All right, so cons. Needs more natural light inside. So my suggestion would be put a sunroof somewhere inside that main area, okay, Keystone. That would help you out a whole lot, just to get some natural light in there. The back door, it needs a handle on the inside. I mean, whoever designed that, I'm sorry, but that was dumb, okay? You need a handle so you can get out from, if you're inside. I mean, how you supposed to get out of there? Dumb. All right. Quality. All right, when I bought this camper, it was around $25,000, okay? And you get a certain quality for a $25,000 camper. Nowadays, they're probably even more expensive because the way everything's inflated. But all right, so quality, it translates to everything else, okay? So for an adult, you're not going to have any problem with stuff inside probably. But if you got kids that want to jump around and wreak havoc, some of that stuff inside is going to get tore up, chipped, and everything else. So, you know, you got to handle with care. I mean, if you've got a camper out there, you already know what I'm saying. So, just keep that in mind. Ladder access to the roof, that would be nice, okay, because you can walk on that roof. I like to get up there and do inspection, make sure I don't have any cracks or anything around my seals. So, you know, be nice if there was a ladder. And be nice if there was a bumper, okay, because I can hang some kind of rack on it. I have seen where they hang racks up front, but, you know, I'd rather have it in the back myself. So, I got enough weight on the hitch. So, that pretty much sums it up, guys. Yeah, there's some cons, but nothing significant. Like I said, man, thumbs up, man. I would buy this camper again in a minute. I love this camper. It's served us well. So that's all I've got. If you've got any questions about this camper, leave them in the comments. I hope you liked the video. If you did like it, hit that like. Hey, I'm gonna put out more videos like this. I've only got one camper to review, but who knows, I might buy another one. I'll review it too. But I do reviews on all kinds of things. So, and hey, they're honest too. I'm not gonna BS you. So if you like that kind of stuff, man, hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I put out a new video. And I think that's all the business stuff I got to talk about. Main thing is, man, if you're looking to get a camper, do your research. Hey, get you one, man. If it gets you outside, like I said, my family's not into the rough camping, and as I'm getting older, I'm not really into it either. But get yourself a camper and you can still get outdoors. I mean, look where we're at. I got woods all around me. I got a big old lake at the end of the road. And look, these guys are having a good time. So, you know, I got the family outdoors, I got myself outdoors, and hey, navigate outdoors. And I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.